Thank you, Madam Easton. And may I ask that the secretary
Present for today's Revit conference, our back chairman, Engineer Jose Wilson Manongsong, back members, Engineer David L. Palaganas, Engineer Raymond Yones, and Engineer Lejan Taapa. For the technical working group, headed by Engineer Renal Barrera, Engineer Maya Rabang. For the back secretariat, headed by yours truly, Engineer Manuel Livincito Jr., with back secretariat members, Madam Brenda Morales, Madam Josepine Manuel, and Mr. Rolando Manuel. Since the majority of the back members are present, there is a quorum sign.
Thank you, Sir Mali. Today's procurement activities, the pre-bid conference, with one, goods and services, with contract ID 24KA I-15, procurement of office equipment, furniture, and fixture for use of DPWH Pangasinan, 3rd DEO, Romana, Saris, Pangasinan. This previous conference is being conducted to give the prospective leaders a chance to clarify issues relating to the contract and the project. At this point, we call on the head of the technical working group, Engineer Renal Barrera, to discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements of the contract to begin.
Thank you, sir. We will discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements of the contracts to be bid. Bid submission is done manually. Each bidder shall submit one original copy of first and second components of its bid. Checklist for technical and financial documents. For technical documents, Class A documents, legal documents, valid business registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. For technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid, and statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions to be provided under the rules. An original copy of bid security, even in the form of safety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid security declaration. The bid validity and bid security validity period should be 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. For cash or cashier's or manager's check, issued by a universal or commercial bank, and for backdrop or guarantee, or a revocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, the amount of bid security should not be less than 2% of ABC. For surety bond carryable upon demand, issued by a surety or insurance company, that is certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, the amount of bid security should not be less than 5% of ABC. Conformity with technical specifications, which may include production delivery, original well-designed omnibus form statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, NFCC, or a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in view of its NFCC computation. For Class B documents, if applicable, the signed joint venture agreement, GVE, in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR, in case of joint venture, is already in existence, or the notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For financial proposal, original of the signed and accomplished financial bid form, and original of the signed and accomplished price schedules. Bid evaluation. The financial components of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the total calculated bid prices. The box shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the EPC. The following factors should be considered in the evaluation of bid prices. For completeness, low price in required item, non-complying, indicating a zero or a dash, free to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words, words prevails. Total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, latter prevails. If above ABC, non-complying. Post-qualification. Verification of the following legal requirements: licenses, certificates, permits, and non-inclusion in blacklist. For technical requirements, single largest completed contract (SLCC) similar to the contract, performance in ongoing government and private contracts, delaying partial delivery of goods amounting to 10% of the contract, if any of these contracts shows the bidder's failure to deliver or perform any of or all of the goods or services within the period specified in the contract, or within an extension thereof granted by the procuring entity pursuant to a request made by the supplier prior to the delay, and such failure amounts to at least 10% of the price, or unsatisfactory performance of the supplier's obligations per terms and conditions at the time of inspection. Authenticity of bid security. For financial requirements, audited financial statements, especially current assets and liabilities, up-to-date value of all outstanding or uncompleted works under ongoing and awarded contracts, updated NFCC versus ABC. Contract award. The contract should be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest single calculated and responsive bid, LCRB or SCRB, as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of the notice of award within the bid penalty period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof, in accordance with Section 37.2.2 of the 2016 Revised IRR of RE 9184. Common reasons for rejection of bids and eligibility and post-disqualification of bidder. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bonds certificate by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of the project, the procuring entity and name of contractor, common errors in the submission of bids, shorter bid validity and bid security validity period, late submission of bid, negative slippage in the ongoing projects, negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of 2 or more projects, delay in the partial delivery of goods amounting to 10% of the contract price in its ongoing government and private contract. Authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. For single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, it should be board secretary certificate and board resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement, and for partnership as indicated in the articles of partnership. Note, in addition, technical support team must have an office in Pangasinan for ease of accessibility in case of, but not limited to, repair and replacement. That's all.
The project with contract ID number 24GAI15 with contract name Procurement of Office Equipment and Furniture and Fixture for use of DPWH Pangasinan 3rd DEO Tomana Rosales Pangasinan. The scope of work or item of description is procurement of office equipment and furniture and fixture. The approved budget for the contract is 1,274,740 pesos. The contract duration is 15 calendar days. For the receipt and opening of bids, it will be on June 10, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. at DPWH Conference Room, Tumana, Rosales, Pangasinan. For the submission of EB, for the live streaming, you can stream at YouTube account https://www.youtube.com/dpwh-pangasinan-third DEO. That's also.
To further details, respective leaders can get calculate the needs. That's third for within these previous documents. As in duly seconded, and in the name of DOS. No objections will be there when you have up to get very clear. In this agreement conference, we just give up, make up to the proceeding first.